Fantastic. We're here. We're good. We're set. So, bear with me a moment as I am just checking everything. Alrighty. Good evening. I do sincerely owe you an apology for being away for so long. It's been a while since I streamed this and streamed in general. So let's get with the brass tacks. I am Savage Squishy 86 and this is the continuing live stream of Doom Eternal. When we last left off, I had just started streaming this game, and we did Mission 1, Hell on Earth. We are now going to get back into the cycle of resuming the stream and going through the motions of this game's experience. I have pretty much dabbled a little bit ahead, and I am extremely pumped to show you the content that we're going to see, because it is wild. A huge learning curve I found from Doom, the original Doom 2016, as opposed to this one, as it really kind of forces you to be really fast-paced with your game. You really can't really go through the motion of actually just using non-stop ammunition. Your munitions are severely shrunken down, so you really have to get your curve appeal down for it, but we'll get into this soon enough. It's pretty much exciting. I have so much to tell you. I did go to Atlantic City. I had a great time there. It was fantastic. I got lots of pictures and video. It was definitely an experience, to say the least, and I'll definitely be going back to really kind of polish up on the aptitude of what I've done there. I went to the boardwalk. I got to eat at Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen, which was absolutely fucking phenomenal, by the way. I also got to really kind of get a couple of souvenirs. Unfortunately, our stay was rather short, and we found out a little too late that little by little we could have actually done more. Let me mute this so you can hear me a little better. There we go. Okay. It was definitely enthusiastic for me. I was not really expecting it to be as exciting as it was, but it was. It was definitely fun. I will be going back, and eventually at some time. But at present, I'm actually working out on a couple more trips that are coming up. I'll be going north at the end of July to a little mountain resort that I have in store, so I'll be looking forward to that. But of course, I will only be up there for a brief period. Then I'll be back to my home here in New York. And then later on, at the turn of September, I'm hoping, kind of crossing my fingers here on that, is to sort of take a trip down to North Myrtle Beach. So, a lot of things coming up in terms of excitement and travels, so I will definitely be kind of, on and off with consistency in terms of streaming games and content for you. So it's been definitely beneficial. I also want to tip my hat to a lot of the subscribers and likes and comments that I've gotten for my video for a Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Huge shout out to you guys who actually loved that video so much and continue to use it. Granted, it's a little bit of a cheese, but let's be honest. We've all struggled with some difficult mission of some sort with a Grand Theft Auto game, whether we're talking Air Raid, or the helicopter mission from Vice City, or the 8-track races in San Andreas. We've all been there, we've all done it. I haven't really played all the Grand Theft Autos, but I had definitely, you know, polished my teeth on some pretty classic ones that really kind of tested a lot of people's nerves in select contexts with different types of missions. So, but I'm glad that I could actually help a lot of you guys out. I'm hoping I can continue to do that, and I hope that you continue to sort of, just keep trying your best, and you know, if there's more, and I won't discredit the hypothesis of somebody out there having something better. You know, if you can do something better, great for that. You know, good for you, great for you. As long as you're helping the community, that's all that you should be doing. I'm not much of a competitive player, and then there was actually quite the good comment on there of somebody who asked, why are the more helpful streamers have so few likes? And, you know, I really kind of made my day with that, so I'm very pleased to actually have gotten that comment. It made my day. So, but I definitely hope you guys continue to use that video and others like it. There will be more in the future, preferably with other games. You know, I'll probably revisit games and sort of reestablish, or at least try to cycle through at least some really difficult points that a lot of people make with some of these games. But yeah, it's just been really hectic, really busy, and I just haven't really had the motivation to get on here and stream, and I should have, and I do apologize. But we're back, we're here. I've had my fill of a good supper, some nice pasta, and I got nice fresh coffee, and it is nice and a little bit comfortable. It's been really damn muggy and hot up here in the Northeast, particularly, especially for the poor folks up there in Canada with the wildfires. I hope they get them under control soon, because we are definitely paying the price for it, but it is dividends compared to what they're losing up there. So I hope you all are safe, and I hope all of you all get your shit in order in terms with getting that under control, because, you know, I feel awful for that. I mean, because I hear such great things about Canada's nature, and specifically British Columbia. So I hope all you folks up there are doing good and such, and yeah, it's just going to be very comfortable. So going to be very uncomfortable for a lot of people there. So, but we're here and we're in the action. Let's get into Mission 2 of Doom Eternal. Now, when we last left off with Doom, we pretty much had gotten our first taste of the action we're going to be facing. As of this point, the demon hordes of hell have reached Earth, and it seems that the UAC has become a full-blown pretty much explosively out there in the open kind of demon worshipping group. The ARC is pretty much a defense. I'm guessing, I'm not really too keen on following the plot because I'm always about the action, but as I understand it, the ARC is the remnants of the human resistance fighting against the demon hordes, which have now reached Earth. As we saw in Hell on Earth Mission 1, we pretty much fought our way and cut our teeth on the very first engagement. We fought arachnotrons, we fought imps, we fought possessed soldiers, and cacodemons. So we're pretty much well on our way to getting our first real taste of raw combat, and just how incredibly fast-paced the combat is. The combat from this game, from its predecessor of Doom 2016, is dramatically huge. It's practically being cranked up 3 times. So you have to have good reaction time, good trigger finger, and extremely versatile understanding of the gameplay and the weapon mechanics. Now, granted, I haven't really fully polished myself to the letter in terms of scale. I'm still learning to use a lot of the mechanics and exploit them to the best of my ability, but based on what I have played and how far I have gotten, I have improved. So, but we're definitely going to get probably our butt kicked a little bit in terms with a few of these enemies, because we're going to be sort of raising the stakes a little bit on the difficulty. I haven't really taken the time to really play the harder difficulties, but it's definitely tested my nerves. So, but we're going to keep it right and simple, right where it was intended to be, with the Hurt Me Plenty game mode. For those of you who don't know, I am still practicing with I Am Too Young, but as you can see, I have also tested my luck with the Nightmare difficulty. Needless to say, it's definitely definitely proven to be quite the challenge, but I'm loving it so far. I haven't really gotten into it, as you can see. It's been a while since I played, but I have been playing with this for a while. I just haven't had the time to really kind of stream it yet. So, but without further ado and without further gabbing, we're gonna go ahead and get into the meat of the potato, so to speak. So, we pretty much killed the first Hell Priest from the Hell on Earth Mission 1. And with his demise, the other Hell Priests were teleported away. We have to find them. Obviously, this alien entity known as the Con Maker is proving to be quite the imposing kind of obstacle, but that won't stop the Slayer after all. So we're going to go ahead and get into the action and just start ripping and tearing. So I pretty much have dabbled with this a little bit. I also got the PlayStation 5, but I'm trying to wrap up a lot of my backlog of PlayStation 4 games before I even think about dabbling with the 5. I did do a little bit, but not a lot. As you can see, I'm pretty much bebopping back and forth between Hitman 3, Doom Eternal, and Division 2, which is actually, if you're a Division 2 player, they have the new season going on as we speak, so feel free to take advantage of that and jump on that and get some action. The Fortress of Doom.
I do not have the means to locate the second Hell Priest. Your celestial locator is missing a component. We will need a replacement. I've completed the redesign of your equipment launcher. The flame belch is now ready for your approval.
So as you can see, this is relatively our flagship, I guess you could say, the Fortress of Doom. This place is your base of operations. You can pretty much use it to rerun missions, as you can see. And if you missed anything from the previous mission, you can rerun that mission and go back and get it. You can also use rerun missions to sort of experiment and complete challenges, I believe, but I haven't really tested that theory yet. But as you can see, we pretty much did really well with that, so we can pretty much do that anytime we want. If you have a practice measure that you want to do, then you feel free to come here and do that. But over here, you can see there's also an ARC broadcast. This basically is an update available, so we'll listen to this.
This is an ARC broadcast. There are reports coming out of the quarantined hellified zone near the San Andreas Chasm. Satellite imagery show what ARC personnel believe to be the legendary Doomslayer himself fighting the mortally challenged. The Doomslayer, or Doom Guy as he is sometimes referred to, was thought to be a myth of the Resistance, a sort of avenging angel. He was last reported to be seen on Mars, and is allegedly responsible for the destruction of the Argent Tower there. He disappeared soon afterwards. The UAC continues to deny all reports of his existence. We will continue to broadcast new information as we receive it.
Yeah, that's right. Deny it, sucker. Go ahead, deny it.
This is an ARC broadcast. There are reports coming out of the quarantined hellified zone.
So right away, you can pretty much take a look around. You can actually walk around the ship and just enjoy the spectacle. It's actually quite cool. I've actually taken a good amount of time to explore the ship in its totality, and it's actually pretty dope looking. Down there, you can see the Earth and the demonic invasion as it stands. There goes my phone. And pretty much enjoy the overall scale of it. So over here, you pretty much can get your... Well, first, actually, we'll get our new weapon, the Flame Belch, which is not unlike the grenade launcher on your shoulder. You know, got a very Predator-esque thing going on there. But basically, what this will do is press triangle to set enemies on fire, and they will drop armor shards. Kill them, and they'll drop the most armor. The Flame Belch groups Flame Belch in groups to maximize the number of shards dropped. Flame Belch gradually recharges over time. So right away, we'll go ahead and just boom. So it's really kind of nifty to actually enjoy that. I'm loving it. I think it's awesome. But I mean, if you really kind of are trying to keep yourself alive, you want to get in the habit of using that. and it's pretty much triangle, so you'll get the icon as you can see on your screen. With the icons, you'll indicate how many. It really is handy. I thought it was a little complex, but now I've gotten used to it. It's a little handy to see what you have on your icons. The grenade is obviously the grenade launcher. When it's loaded, it'll appear on your screen. The flamethrower is the fuel, and the flame belch, not the flamethrower, the chainsaw is the fuel. What am I thinking? Flamethrower. The flame belch is the skull with the flames coming out of it. So when you have those icons on your screen, you can use them. It's a good way of keeping track as opposed to looking down at your HUD to see if it's active. So it's a good way of being informed without being distracted by checking to be informed. So right over here, you'll get your first crystal, a Sentinel crystal. This is a Sentinel crystal selection screen. Use a Sentinel crystal to permanently upgrade your health, armor, or ammo capacities. Now, I tend to really upgrade ammo because I really don't run out of ammo, but in this instance, because we're playing on a harder difficulty, I'm going to change my tactics and go with health for the first one. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade the flame belch first, because the more we flame belch, the more armor we can get when we're in the ship. Health, armor, and upgrades immediately applied along with your unlocked bonus upgrades. Search the environment to locate more Sentinel crystals and improve your capabilities. Now, we can pretty much take that. I don't know if we can really explore the ship in its entirety yet. I don't think so. Nope, we can't explore the rest of the ship yet, sadly. But when we get a Sentinel crystal, it'll enable us to sort of begin to open up different areas of the ship, of the fortress, and actually explore it more. So, we're going to go ahead and just get on with the rest of the action. So, our destination is Exultia. I think I said that right. And our next engagement. In each level, you will encounter different types of enemies and different types of threats. So, we're going to go ahead and just let's catch up on our codex here and see if there's anything I overlooked from the last time. Okay, we got the ARC broadcast one that we just downloaded. Mission select. And the Sentinel crystals and the flame belch. Okay, just making sure we got everything covered. So once we take the portal, we'll go to another world, or a dimension, if you will. I'm not really sure where this is. To put an end to the democratization of Earth, the Hell Priest must be eliminated. Following the death of D00M, the remaining 2 Hell Priests have gone missing. You must return to Exultia for the Forsaken City of Sentinel Pass to acquire the device necessary to locate the remaining priests and save Earth. Combat tips. Flag grenade. Auto map. This is a good opportunity to sort of get yourself acquainted with the things that you already learned but don't remember. So if you need a little bit more of a refresher, you can definitely take advantage of it in that regard. So once that's pretty much done, this is the next. This is actually a pretty cool environment. It looks almost like something out of like, I don't know, I would say like Final Fantasy, but I'm not entirely sure. So pretty much right away you're gonna land in this area and you'll see like this huge like alien world of sorts. Apparently the Sentinels were actually, this was actually one of their worlds. And over there you can see in the distance a big old Sentinel mech just eviscerating this big ass Titan demon. Damn. But enough of the sightseeing. What do we got here? We got 5. We're going to have our work cut out for us in terms of gathering them. So first things first, we're going to have a secret down here in the form of a second life. So we're going to just go ahead and drop down. And we got our first extra life. Now pretty much right away, you're going to see that there's like a series of these walls here. We're going to need to really kind of navigate across and scale them. So take the opportunity to sort of just gauge yourself and double jump. And just immediately press the R3 and it'll immediately just start climbing like he's Spider-Man. It's not high enough, so you want to go a little higher. So we're going to need to follow this doggo But down below, we're going to have a little bit in the way of demons blocking our way. So we're going to go ahead and just... Boom! Goes the dynamite. Now, pretty much with that, we're going to have our next real test, and that's jumping across. And punch the wall. Now, instead of going right, which is where we want to go, we're going to go left and grab this codex entry. Exultia. Take a look at the image. That actually looks pretty dope. It almost looks like a very kind of Castellan kind of setting. And I definitely like that. A Castellan, but with a very alien-like setup. So I'll take the moment to sort of pull this up. I'm not going to read through it, because I've already read it, but I will pause so that you can pause the video and enjoy the lore. Okay, so that's pretty much that. So once you have that, you want to proceed forward. And here you'll have your first engagement with two new enemies, the Gargoyle and our ever-favorite classic Doom enemy, the Hell Knight. Oh, I forgot about Big Boy there. And here comes the Hell Knight. So once we pretty much have dispatched the Hell Knight, there's really nothing else in the way of threats. But what we are going to do is take advantage of the opportunity to sort of see another secret in through this way. So we're going to punch this wall, and we'll get our first major class of armor. So, and it's kind of handy because we just lost so much health and armor. So, but with that being said, head over here and grab the rifle ammo in case you've run out of ammo. Like I said, you want to swap out your ammo, weapons really fast, because you're going to burn through your ammo if you don't. There's our wolf friend again. And this is going to be another next major skill in the form of the Blood Punch. Blood Punch is a melee attack that deals extra damage. Glory kills fill the Blood Punch meter. Once charged, press R3 to unleash it. So pretty much we'll want to just get our Blood Punch up by doing glory kills. We got our Blood Punch. You can hear from that kind of, you know, you pretty much know it there. So right away, go up and boom! Super, you pretty much like, you literally, it's like you had the Infinity Gauntlet on. Just punch the suckers, and it kills them all. Excuse me. So pretty much right away, we got our next secret right here in the form of the 1-up, but we're not going to worry about that because we got to go around to get it. So instead, we're going to take advantage of the So right away, you pretty much have dispatched all those enemies. You're going to have this new thing here in the form of a rune. Runes enhance your abilities and enable new abilities. You can only use 3 runes at a time. So obviously it says you obviously have like limited rune slots to choose runes to fit your playstyle. So this is entirely subjective. Depending on how you want to play or how you really play, some people would prefer something more aggressive, other ones prefer much more sort of evasive. So you can pretty much choose any one of these runes in the form of that and go with it. I tend to go with the shockwave of the blood punch. The punch and reeve, because ultimately, you know, it saves your neck when you're in trouble. So, but I also like to go with the what is the one saving throw. This is a good rune if in the event you potentially die. But since we got extra lives, we don't really need to worry about that. I mean, it's really kind of helpful. So we're gonna go ahead and use the punch and reeve. So when you pretty much do a blood punch, they drop health for you now, so it's even more health. So it's definitely helpful in that regard. So you can pretty much equip it now. Just simply go over to it and put it in your tag, and you can pretty much use it. So, but with that being said, we're not going to go any further ahead. Instead, we're going to go up there and get that extra life. So go ahead and jump up here and make like Tarzan and start climbing. Grab that extra life, and now you can proceed down to the next level. Take the time to check your map too, because I've had instances where I've missed stuff on stupid chance because I wasn't paying attention. Like right here. So right here you can see there's like this cracked wall. Go ahead and punch it, and you got a new secret in the form of a collectible of the Arachnotron. Now, once you pretty much have dispatched these enemies, you want to go ahead and just take advantage and just get whatever armor, or health, or power up your blood punch, whatever you feel is necessary for the given instance of that time. Up there you can see there's a mega health, so we definitely want to see about getting that if we needed it. But I mean, yeah, you pretty much just jump up here and just immediately, if you could double jump it just right, you could make that. So actually, I think I'm gonna try to get it. It's not gonna really matter because I don't really need it, but. There we go. Secret found. So we got another secret pretty much off our list, which is definitely benefiting. So, but what we are going to do is proceed forward now. Take a look at your map, make sure everything's gotten. Fantastic. So let's keep moving. Fucking dick. I really love using this thing with a rifle. It's so awesome. Goodbye. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Now this is our first engagement where we actually have had a real fight. So here we have the weapon point system. Complete all encounters in the mission to earn weapon points. The demonic corruption meter tracks the points you've earned. Each mission has 10 weapon points total. Spend weapon points on the arsenal tab in the dossier to upgrade weapon mods. So when you get weapon points, this is pretty much how you're going to want to upgrade it. I pretty much like to do immediately like the lowest ones first, and then ever increasing on the scales when it comes to the difficulty of the weapon. So in these particular instances, we're definitely going to go both of these routes with the upgrades and the mods. So three for the mod of the heavy rifle, the heavy cannon, and then 3 for the mod of the combat shotgun. So pretty much right here where you can see, this is pretty much how they explain the whole combat of demonic corruption. Each of these 3-star, these are basically your typical red simple battles. The purple ones are significant for hidden challenges, and then the purple ones, and then the pink ones, I'm not entirely sure. I think those are optional battles, but I will pretty much walk you through and show you where they all are, because this is not going to be the last ones we're going to have. And obviously we're going to have another one here when we make the return trip back. This one has pretty much been done, highlighted in green. The red one is the one we need to do next. So, but we're not going to get to it right now. We actually have to continue on ahead in order to get that chance of fighting open to us. So we're going to go ahead and just take a quick look around, make sure there's no anything else. Here we got some armor shards cleverly hidden in the water. And I think that is it. Yes. So we're going to head on through here and into this area here. Take advantage of the opportunity to get the ammo that's hidden here as well. Shotgun ammo and assault rifle. Heavy. I always call it the assault rifle. It's heavy cannon. Don't forget to use your chainsaw. As you can see, we took out that one cacodemon with the chainsaw because we had 3 full chainsaw energies. Actually, let me go ahead and take a look and see. Alright, there we go. We got another one. Let's go ahead and grab that, because we could take care of another big-ass enemy. Again, heavy enemies like the cacodemon. Actually, let's go to the codex and I'll reference this to you just as a refresher. Fodder demons are consistent with these enemies. So right away, we're going to take a look. We got the gargoyle here, so now we can look at this big boy. And then we also have the Hell Knight here. Now, we don't have access to the chain gun, but these are basically weaknesses is pretty much going to be illustrated here. Here you can see the chain gun really is good handy for making him stagger and falter. And the gargoyle blasting out of midair is an instant trigger for a stagger. So if you see this little shit in the air and you want to shoot him right out of the air, you'll set him up for an immediate glory kill. So pretty much right away, I can honestly tell you that the heavy demons require 3 full fuels of chainsaw to kill them, but you need 3. Otherwise, you won't be able to kill them with 3. Super heavy ones and ambient ones, I don't think you can use. So I don't think chainsaw is doable on them. But I know if you have a heavy enemy like this, you need at least 3 fully fueled chainsaws. 3 loads of fuel. Fodder demons like the imp, the gargoyle, soldiers and zombies are just 1. It's an easy one. So simple stuff right there for you. So right away you can see we're pretty much going to be cornerstoned. Here we have another codex entry, but we're going to need to go around to get it. So we can't really gain access. That's actually one of the hidden battles. You can see the little orb in the distance. We can't gain access to that at present because we don't have the next important skill, which is the dash. So with that being taken care of, those enemies out of our way, go ahead and double jump, and just use double jump to quickly grab onto here. Now you pretty much can go across now and get that. The wolf. Looks more like a damn hound than a wolf, but yeah, anyway. It's a hairless wolf. So once we pretty much get to this point, you're going to want to take a look at your map, and you can see that there's actually another thing. As you find items in the map or get close to their proximity, they'll start highlighting them on your map, at least until you find the auto map system. So once we have pretty much reached this point, we can proceed forward with the next entry point, which is here. Now, we're going to need to this won't kill you, it does damage you a lot fast, so you want to just go ahead and run from spot to spot, grab this armor out here, double back, and continue moving along this parallel. Here you'll get to this point, punch it, climb, turn, climb. You'll find these little outline of the Sentinels and their storytelling of their history. So a lot of backstory and a lot of lore to be told with this entry that we did not really read about in the first game of Doom 2016. Once again, pause the video at your leisure to read this in totality. I'm not going to read it. I've already read it, and I don't want to waste precious stream time. So once you've broken all those chains, it's pretty much going to open up an entry down there to this point. So I'm having an internal connection quality issue, so if the stream cuts off, I do apologize. We've actually had a storm here earlier, and yeah. So here we have the dash move. Press quickly to move while traversing or fighting. Dashing is pitted. Dashing into a pitted surface instantly attaches you to it. So this enables you to really kind of just make your distance in terms with crossing great gaps, jumping to a wall. You'll instantly grab the wall, avoiding fights like the damage of the Hell Knight's attack was definitely pivotal, so it's definitely a handy tool and skill that you want to have. It's also going to be important to have this skill so that you navigate your way around and get to a lot of hidden places. So right away we're going to go ahead and follow this wolf once more. Now, bear in mind, it takes time for this to recharge. You'll notice it down in the corner, the arrow system. It says 2 on it, and you press circle to dash. If you watch closely, you'll see it takes time for it to dodge, to refill. So it has refueled. So luckily, we actually don't need it. So we finish that. Oh, thankfully, I grabbed it, I forgot to let it recharge. I didn't let it recharge. So pretty much we have navigated our way across now to this point, and we're going to head on through to the next area. And we got a cutscene. Oh, we got a throne.
Why are you? You cannot kill the priests.
And who are you, brother?
You know our laws. Despite their transgressions against the Covenant, they are still of Sentinel blood. What you interfere with now is bigger than you can imagine. It is written. It is their time to give penance. If you continue, you will bring down the heavens' wrath. You are but one man. They are no longer your people to save.
Brother, in case you haven't realized, this bitch ruined your kingdom. Are you serious right now? And finally, buddy, I would expect you to fucking want to burn the bitches down. So right behind the throne, once you end with that cutscene, you'll find that another extra life is hidden behind it. So once you've gotten that, double back the path you came, and turn to your right, and you'll find another codex entry. King Novik. I think I pronounced that right. So once you have the new codex entry, you want to proceed forward, and then into this area over here. The door will open and we'll have a new series of threats to deal with. Fuck you. Goodbye. Goodbye. We got a next weapon point upgrade. So we're definitely getting our groove with this. We pretty much have just taken off like a rocket in this case. So we got our next weapon point upgrade through this battle, which we pretty much have neutralized and taken care of. So now we're pretty much on the fast track of getting forward with our combat. So we're just going to take one last gander to make sure we didn't miss anything, and I don't think we have, but we do need to get few little things before we proceed forward. So right away, right up here, you're going to find the Sentinel Battery.
This Sentinel Battery can be used to provide additional power to your ship. Several modules remain unused. Finding more batteries will enable you to utilize the full functions of your command station.
So once we pretty much have that, we want to find more of those, in which we will. But before we proceed forward onto the next area of the level, which will take us to an even more hectic part of the hell that we're in, we're going to go ahead and fly over to this portal, this hidden fight sequence over here in this tower. To get to it, we're going to need to use the combined use of our dash and our double jump. Now, bear in mind, when you use the dash, you need to let it recharge a bit. So this is important to make this dash count to get to that first pipe or pole that we're going to swing from. So you're going to want to do a double jump, followed by the dash, and then you can actually do another double jump out of the carry forward momentum from the first pole swing. So what I'm basically going to do is jump, dash, dash, swing, jump, jump, and we made it all the way here from there. So pretty straightforward if you time it right. So pretty much what we're going to want to do is, this is actually a secret encounter. That's what these are. Pink is secret encounters. Secret encounters are optional. Timed encounters hidden in the world. Any resource spent in the secret encounters will not be restored afterward. If you run out of time and fail, you can retry the secret encounter. Each encounter awards 1 weapon point. So we're going to go ahead and do this. And behind us, we're going to have a series of cacodemons coming. That's pretty much that. You pretty much are gonna like exalt a lot of your ammo to get that encounter done, but you've got a lot here that you can pick up with afterwards. So once you pretty much have done that, all your business in this particular section of the level has been completed. So just double jump across. Don't bother using the dash, you don't need to. And just proceed right on out of the level. Obviously use the double jump to get across to this point. And if you need ammo, just go ahead and resupply yourself. I definitely am just going to take a moment to enjoy the scenery of this one last time. It's so cool. And look at these demons just flying around like they're fucking ravens. It's ridiculous. So pretty much you jump on this portal and they'll carry you forward into this new world. And you'll get your new weapon, the pulse rifle. A Revenant is a heavy aerial demon that specializes in mid-range attacks. Its shoulder cannons are weak points, destroying them disables its long-range attacks, forcing it to be a melee combatant. So pretty much this is our new threat, and these are his weak points. You want to get rid of these cannons, these rocket barrels, as fast as possible. I highly recommend using the rifle's scope of the heavy cannon, but in crisis and emergencies, you can get away with using the explosive shell, the sticky bomb from the shotgun. Take the moment just to go ahead and take a look at that codex one last time. I didn't actually read it, so I'll let you guys read it. So pretty much in this new dimension, if you will, I guess this is sort of like the underlying residue. Pretty much what we left behind was like a top surface part, but this was the real candy apple of terror that was hidden beneath it. So we're going to definitely just take a moment. We pretty much have cleared that engagement, but we're going to definitely take advantage of the situation and definitely get our little bit of our ammo and our armor back. And any ammunitions you may have pretty much exalted in that fight. You know, I don't know about the rest of the community, but I honestly like the old version of the pulse rifle. I think this has got a very kind of classic look to it, but I kind of prefer the more older version, like with the 2016 or Doom 3. I think this one just looks really bulky. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know its design was intended to mirror that of the very, 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 very classic Doom games, and I think that's what they were going for. But I don't know. I mean, I just personally, I've always felt it just didn't really. I don't know. It's hard to really put to words. I just wasn't crazy for it. So, but we're gonna go ahead and get this next secret, which is gonna be hidden underneath here. But in order to get to it, we gotta punch this block out of the way and take this hidden path underneath, and we will find a new Doom album at Doom's Gate, which will open up this gate and allow us to continue around. Now, we will need to find a weapon to really kind of use the mech's blaster to get this open. So we need to find the power source for this mech battery, mech charged weapon battery, or whatever it is. So we're going to head down here into this sludge. Now, when you enter the sludge, you're not going to be able to run. You're going to move really fucking slow. So you're going to want to just pace yourself and be mindful of your, like that. You can't jump, so you're gonna have to just wade around in this crap and get to the stuff that you need But over here, at the very tunnel of this, you'll find the auto map, which will fill out the rest of this map. So pretty much we'll go ahead and take the auto map, and we'll get the full layout of the entire level we need to navigate. So lots of places to go. But once we're here, gotta jump across and just climb up. Now, pretty much right here, you're gonna have a new a bot, a mod bot, which we got our extra life as well. So that's why I pretty much only jumped out there again. So we got our extra mod, we got our extra life, and we're gonna get the new weapon mod that we need. Now, pretty sure I'm gonna go with a plasma rifle one. So get the heat blast, and we are good. Try to get at least one mod per weapon for the sake of it, so. But now that we've got that.
Power core nearby. You can use it to activate the mech and clear a path forward.
I'm gonna put this Duracell battery in this big ass Iron Man hand and blow this damn wall open. Boom! I actually kind of like that. That's actually dope. Very, it's got that I liked about that the Sentinel story. It's got a very medieval taste to it, but with a very Iron Man like esque alien sense. It's definitely cool. So anyway, after we pretty much have conquered all of this, just take one last look around to make sure, and then proceed forward by doing a double jump and then dashing into the wall. Again, like I said, don't be afraid that you're not going to make the jump. Dash at the last minute and you will make it. And you'll climb right on board like Spider-Man. Grab the Codex entry, and we got the quick scope. When aiming at a demon's weak point, use the Heavy Cannon's Precision Bolt mod, or use the Combat Shotgun Sticky Bomb mod to zoom in. So immediately aims directly on target when you do it, which is nice. I kind of like that. I don't know if I can I don't know if I can quick scope that fast, but I definitely will try. So pretty much I'm guessing these are the... Took the throne of this Argenta. Just busts his head right down into his body. It's fucking hilarious. So pretty much what you're going to want to do here is just go to each one of these glyphs and just activate it. But we also have a hidden secret that we want to get. I gotta find it. I'm trying to remember where it was. I think it's down here. Yep, there it is. Broken wall. Duh. And you'll find a new mega health. So pretty much what you're gonna want to do is jump up here and then do that. Now you're not gonna make the jump up there, so the idea is you jump over here, double jump, dash, and it climbs up immediately. So that's pretty much wrong, because your next glyph is gonna be right back here, so. Big, ugly-ass devil gates open up. Very Doom. And that's one big-ass hellscape. You can see this big-ass mech here pretty much already putting the spear through this big boy's body. So pretty much right down there, you can see right away we got a few enemies. What do we got? We got a Arachnotron, no longer with a cannon, and now I think there's actually a... where is it? There he is. The Revenant. I want to see if I can get his gun, get his rocket cannons. There, one less problem. So pretty much right away, you're gonna have a new fight. Really can fly in this game, I'll tell you that. Pretty much we've taken care of that engagement. That was definitely exciting. Yeah, like I definitely can see. I definitely can honestly say that when I got to this point, I was kind of learning what they meant when they said "don't stop moving," because they literally mean that when this game was when they first. I didn't expect it to be so grandiose though, with its exceptional, divergence from the ammunition being so capped. I mean, of course, we haven't reached our full capacity. Yeah, I mean that's true, but still, I mean, I can definitely see where they were getting their point across of that sort. So, but once we pretty much engage that, we're gonna go ahead and through here. So pretty much once you go ahead and take care of those threats, you're going to just take a quick look at your map, and you're going to see that that's your way up. But there's going to be a few things we're going to want to grab before we proceed any further forward. So here we're going to have a new indicator of a new element of our gameplay. The grab a dash refill to completely refill the dash meter. After grabbing, you can dash again to get across large gaps. So basically, that's basically what you want to do, is you want to dash. At the point when you reach this, you're going to run out of dash, but this will refill your dash and you can dash again. So we're going to go ahead and do a double jump, dash, 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 and immediately he grabs on. So it's very, very cool and handy in that case. And then up here we'll find our next Sentinel battery to activate the mech here as well. Oh, hello. Motherfucker. Definitely gonna want to sort of see about getting a refill here soon for our weaponry. But I think we're gonna get one once we get into the next section of this fighting. So, oh, good, we got some munitions. That's good, because we're gonna need them for another fight that we're gonna have to do here. Get this health here. That's here, and then over here you see this little purple icon. This is another optional fight that we're gonna have to do to get the full extent of everything we're trying to get here. So. Trying to find it. It's a little cleverly hidden. Ah, here it is. So, in this particular instance, is actually going to be, there's going to be some lost souls that are spawned here, as well as cacodemons. So I recommend the pulse rifle. If you fully charge the heat blast, this will definitely do the trick for killing them. So what you're going to want to do is just pull it, and then immediately turn to your right. And you get all those lost souls. Done. Simple. And that's it. That's one less major battle you'll have right there. And it's really handy to do that with the heat blast, because then you have all those explosives close by. Of course, we took a lot of damage doing it, but we still got what we needed. But we will see if I can get this. I want to see if I can jump across and get this armor here. I don't think I can, but I'm gonna damn sure try. Oh no! No! Oh, that sucks. That sucks. That sucks so bad. I actually didn't think I thought I was gonna make that. Ah, that sucks, bro. I thought for sure I could make that. I guess not. But it's okay. We got opportunity to get a little bit more of this armor that's laying around here, so plenty of reserve and supply here, and there's a health pack over here, so definitely just gonna take advantage of the means of actually getting a lot of these resupplies that we definitely did not need in the short term, but now we definitely do need them in the bigger scheme of things. So go ahead and double back, proceed around just like we did before, do the double dash, use the dash thing, and off to the races we go. I bet if I did that on my own time, I bet I could make it. I just would be the stubborn one to keep trying just to say if I could, and yeah, oh yeah, you can totally do it, yeah. But I'm not gonna do it now. I'll do it on my own time. So once you get to this point, you're gonna want to go all the way down here to the tip end of this spear-like weapon and activate the blade of this weapon with this battery, which will actually serve as a bridge by impaling through this dead demon's carcass. Bam! I gotta give them I gotta give them points for creativity, because that was absolutely badass when I first saw it. So we're gonna head on down the blade of this thing now, which actually is appearing in the map now, so it's just that much more cooler. So, and you're gonna go right through this thing's and then right down the tail end of this thing. Just taking a quick look. I'm just looking at my map real quick to make sure I didn't miss anything. I'm very paranoid. I don't like to make mistakes. But jumping down here, and you'll reach another one of these goos like setups. Now this is kind of a bit of a hazardous like setting, but very doable if you do it differently. Oh, hello. Goodbye. That's another weapon point acquired, and another battle won. Let's take a look at our arsenals here. I think we should be able to... No, not yet. We're not ready to upgrade anything yet, so we're going to just go ahead and keep on hustling and seeing what we get from it. If another tentacle pops out, I'm probably gonna see if the chainsaw will kill it. I think the chainsaw can kill a tentacle. If not, then we'll just go ahead and use the chainsaw to kill a lesser demon, a fodder demon, if you will. Oh, we got armor here. I'll take advantage of that. So, and then over here we got some health and some rifle ammo. We took care of that demon. Let's go back and grab that surplus of rifle ammo. Now, pretty much at this point, you are pretty much coming up on the tail end of your... Oh, well, not really the tail end, but you're coming up on the midpoint of your level, so... You're going to want to go around here, and you'll see that there's actually an icon block you can punch. So we're going to go ahead and punch that, but we got to get through it by taking our long, slow walk through this crud. Inside you'll find some shotgun ammo and rifle ammo. Just taking a moment to check my map. I check my map a lot in this game. I've learned to do that from my initial playthroughs on my other games. Especially Nightmare. Jesus. There were some of those instances where I had to check that so many times because I always just thought I was going to miss something. So... You know, can't be too careful. Don't take things for granted. So pretty much once we reach this point up here, we're going to find our next Sentinel battery again for another mech. And take that with us to go ahead and open up the path for this next area. Which is going to be right here. And activate this cannon on his shoulder. And blast a hole through this next area. I love it. Actually, I almost fucking missed my jump. I didn't know where I was jumping. I almost screwed myself up on that. But we made it. So with that said, we got this path that goes up right, but we're going to go left instead, because there's actually a secret over here we need to get. And here we got our next Sentinel Crystal. Now, in light of the fact that we're pretty much kind of a bit hurting for ammo, we're going to definitely get Napalm Belch. Heavy and super enemies stay on fire longer. Okay, this I definitely do want, so we'll go ahead and get the health. This will actually allow us to keep enemies on fire, like the Hell Knight and the Cacodemon and such. We'll get more armor out of them. So we'll definitely do that, and we'll get more health as well. So that's a benefit of two things. So once you have that, proceed up and around and jump up and climb into this little scummy hole. And then outside, we'll see a new challenge in the form of the platforms that drop. So I got rid of his cannon, so he can't use his cannon no more. Sorry, bub. Can't have you using that. Over here you'll find some pulse rifle ammo. Just doing a little damage to soften him up, because when I do fight him, he'll... So pretty much here we have a platform down there that'll take us over to a super jump, which I don't really want to do that. But what I do want to do is jump over here and then turn down here, and you'll see a pole swing. Go ahead and take that pole swing and then punch this rock, and you'll find a new secret in the form of a mega health. Now, of course, if you needed it, great. If you don't, then if you needed it, fantastic. That's definitely a lifesaver, but in this particular instance, I didn't really need it. So, but you learn and you live. Over here, once you travel back this path, you're going to find a codex entry. Go ahead and take that codex entry for another entry of Sentinel Prime history. That would be the Fortress of Doom that we're in, and those must be all different types of ships from their world. So I guess these guys were like Castellan alien race from space. Scoozy. So once we pretty much have gotten that, then we're going to take a look at our map again, and we're coming up on our first challenge of the platform system. Now, when you land on these are going to drop, as you saw with Zombie Boy there earlier. And as you can see, it's a quick tap and a drop, and down it goes, but it comes right back up. So you won't be able to stay on these for anything more than maybe a few seconds at a time. So I make a habit of just tap and then just run. Oh, I overjumped. Shit. I jumped way too sooner than I thought. Now over there you'll see some armor and some shotgun shells. Right away, as soon as you grab these though, 2 Cacodemons will appear and attack. Which pretty much I've taken care of now. You can get off like 3 sticky bombs, so you can see that you pretty much have 3 sticky bombs to every single a mod of the shotgun. So you can fire off 3 sticky bombs, 1 to stun them, 2 to damage them, and then you can just finish them off with the heavy cannon. So we took care of those guys. And the reason why I wanted to take care of them right away is because we got a new gig in the form of the Slayer Gate. Now, a Slayer Gate is an extremely challenging, extremely hectic fight. Slayer Gates are optional, intense encounters, ammo, and extra life spent in the Slayer Gate will not be restored afterward. Completing awards 3 weapon points and an Empyrean key. Each Slayer Gate is unlocked with a Slayer key, which is near the gate. Now, to get this key, if we go back a little bit, and look, you can see it's actually right somewhere up in this area. We just have to find it. I remember it being very close by at some point. I just need to remember where I saw it. Ah, there it is, right there. That platform right up there. That's where we need to go to get it. So, how do we get it? Well, we're going to need to go up here, like where we fought those gargoyles earlier, and we're going to need to jump and platform across. Now, obviously, we have a dash refill system, so we're going to use that. Double jump, dash, 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 and we made it. There it is. And we got the Slayer key. The Slayer key will unlock a nearby Slayer gate. Completing all 6 Slayer gates unlocks the Unmaker in the Fortress of Doom. Slayer keys are hidden when playing with cheat codes. So if you're using cheat codes, these bitches will not be available to you. You need to do this the old-fashioned way, and that's just the way it is. But once you get the Unmaker, which is apparently supposedly a really strong weapon, but I haven't had the privilege of trying it yet, but apparently other people have told me that it's really not that extravagant. So, especially when you get the blood punch. But we'll see. But instead, we're going to go ahead and use this key to unlock this gate and propel us into our next battle sequence. So pretty much right here is your Slayer gate. And what we're going to need to do is pull this thing apart, and it'll transport us to a dimension where we will fight an unbelievable level of enemies. Some of these enemies will be enemies you have fought, and some of them will be 1 or 2 unique enemies you have not fought yet. In this particular one, I believe one of them will be a Dread Knight and another type of demon. I'm not entirely sure, but you'll get a taste of the chaotic action of combat that we're about to see. So here we go. I absolutely love Slayer gates because these are fun. Here's our Dread Knight. Oh yeah! as you see, pretty much as soon as the combat gets slowing down, there's not as many targets. You're gonna find that this is a good opportunity to sort of venture and getting some of the least supply of ammo and armor that you may have lost. But once you've gotten pretty much all you need, just go ahead and finish it, and you get your next major series of weapon challenges. So right there, we pretty much got 3 weapon tokens and then some. And then once they pretty much have been transported back, the gore nest in question will detonate, and you'll get this Empyrean key to get the Unmaker weapon, which is actually locked up in the Fortress of Doom back at your citadel. So pretty much that is that, and we have pretty much conquered that. That leaves us with only 2 significant challenges and 1 battle. So we are really pretty much on task with what we are for shooting for. So go ahead and take the time to jump back and get yourself back into the nick of it. Obviously down there you'll see that there's a hidden health. So take the time to sort of just navigate your way around. Make sure you're checking your stuff, and want to time your jump.
The Betrayer's life signal is nearby.
The Betrayer. And then jump across this lava. Once you get to that point, you want to jump across, and there's another secret right here in the form of the Cacodemon figure. Go ahead and just drop down here. You don't need to go ahead and navigate all the way around just to drop that platform. Just drop right down here, and right here is where we want to be. And open up the door to the...
There are motion sensors and artillery everywhere.
Ooh. Oh, one of our boys.
I told you all to leave me here. I am where I belong. Saving your people will not bring you peace. Only make the burden you carry worse.
Oh, he gave us one of our new power cores. Thanks.
And now you seek to defy the Carmaker herself. It is your people's time now to give penance, just as it was mine.
Oh, fuck off.
Hear me, Slayer. When his heart is laid to rest, then his soul will be at peace. And so will mine.
I wonder who he's talking about. No, if the guy wants to stay, I mean, I can't make him come with me. I will say these are some nice-ass guns, though. Guy ain't screwing around. He wants protection. He's got protection. He's got 3 of these mechs. He's got a giant mech right there, 3 cannons, probably some mines right here and shit. I mean, that's serious, sophisticated artillery. And I guess he lives here? I guess? Self-imposed exile, I guess, maybe. But go ahead up the steps, and at the very top, your entry is going to be, your exit is going to be right there, but grab the codex sheet, which is actually right there on your path. So, the Betrayer. I'm going to read this, because I didn't read this. After years of prolonged war against the demonic threat invading their world, Arjun Dunor launched an offensive strike across dimensions, sending their greatest warriors into the heart of hell itself. Despite their training and preparedness, their honor was undone by deceit. Betrayal at the highest levels of command left Arjun Dunor's bravest warriors cut off and scattered in the hellscape. But of these last remaining Night Sentinels, only... That must have been the green guys, the ghosts, that we saw when we were in hell in Doom 2016, the Night Sentinels. Only one remained in hell by choice. Betrayer of the Argenta, it was Commander Valen who relinquished the keys to the elemental sepulchre in return for his son's resurrection. Haunted by demonic visions, the image of his son's tortured existence plagued him without relent. The whispers of demons' trickery, sealing the fate of Argent Denura and dooming the kingdom. Your savior, and she actually fucked you all in the long run. Oh, we forgot to read this. Our lost soul enemy. I always forget to read the codex. I really should make a habit of reading them more often. Weaknesses: shells. Shoot it with a shotgun to send it flying, causing a delayed explosion. The ice bomb will instantly kill a lost soul. We don't have the ice bomb yet. There's our boy. Weakness: chain gun. The Dread Knight. A variation of the Hell Knight breed, the Dread Knight has been modified and hardwired for aggression. Armed with the exoprosthesis powering energy blade augmented, the Dread Knight is the lethal result of the UAC cultist engineering. Epinephrine regulators modulate the Dread Knight with an unbroken flow of rage-addled adrenaline when its endorphin receptors have been synchronized to respond with the use of its arm-mounted blade. With each kill, the Dread Knight is injected with a flood of artificial dopamine. As a result of its augmentation, the Dread Knight is driven by a biochemically engineered state of pure unbroken rage, a suffering for which respite can only be found in the act of the kill. Oh, I like him. I like him a lot. Go ahead and just read through those. Got that. Fantastic. Okay, so we pretty much got all that done. Now we can make our way out of the level, I believe. We have one battle sequence left, and that is going to be at the tail end of this level, which that is our exit right there in that lava river. Ugh. Get my tongue screwed up. So we gotta do more of these platforming sequences, so just double jump across, land, and then double jump across again, land.
The extraction point has been identified. I will mark its location on your HUD.
We pretty much don't really have in the way of action to be conducted here, so we're just going to go ahead and just mine these little spinning flaming totems here and jump across and make your way to these other ones here, because there's actually a hidden there's a secret a life icon here, so we're going to take advantage of that. Bingo, got it. Showtime. Ooh. Oh yeah. What do we got? Weak point revenant. I don't know what that was. I think it's extra. What is it? Quad damage, I think. I think that was quad damage is what that was. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I think quad damage is purple. I think it was. So yeah, I'm hoping it was. I just got that by stupid luck. I didn't even notice it. I completely forgot it was even there. That was fun. Definitely take advantage to get some of this ammo. I think we got everything there is to be gotten here, so let me take advantage of this and look at my arsenal. I think we got upgrades. Okay, we got some upgrades we can do. So we're going to go ahead and do bigger boom. This will increase the sticky bomb explosion. Now we got the mastery challenge. Mastery challenge: destroy 25 Arachtrons with the turret using the sticky bomb. We obviously have done that from our first exchange with the Arachnotrons from the first level, so pretty much what you want to do is hit them with the sticky bomb on their cannon and destroy it with that. Now you can pretty much redo this over and over and over and over again in repetition, specifically especially if you run missions back from the initial level. So if you go back to the Fortress of Doom and just rerun old missions, you can pretty much do this. Just do missions with Arachnotrons. Pretty easy enough. So very good. So let's go ahead and wrap this mission up. Let's see what we get. Combat 10 out of 10. Exploration 15 out of 15. Combat demonic corruption 5 levels, 5 battle encounters done, 3 Slayer gates done. Well, 1 Slayer gate, but you get 3. Okay, I see what it is there. 5 battles per encounter, 3 for the Slayer gate, and 2 for the two secret encounters we did. Exploration 15. Boom, 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 boom. Fantastic. Awesome shit. Rewards, scorecard of 85,700. And we got a new upgrade, almost shy of 2. So I'm very pleased with that. That was extremely fun. I'm very happy I got to do it. I mean, it was just definitely something I've been wanting to do, and I've been meaning to do, and I haven't gotten around to it yet. So, but at an hour and 30 minutes, I kind of expected the mission would take a little longer, because that's the one thing I did notice with previous games, especially with streams, and the older game of Doom 2016. They were roughly around 45 minutes, but with the grand expanse of the mission scope of Doom Eternal, it had a much more grandiose kind of, extension of the mission. Particularly, especially when we went to the keep kind of setting in the beginning, and we went to this new kind of hellscape-like setting. So that was fun. That was good. Nice balancing too. So, but pretty much you can't really do better or worse than that. So, I mean, I'm excited for it. I can't wait to get to the full measure of everything that I've gotten. So, Doom XP level. So I already jumped like 1 level, so that was awesome. New reward. Part of 13 Tropic like it's hot series. So you actually get to look at your rewards that you got. So I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. So, but that being said, I'm very glad you guys checked in and saw this. I'm happy to be back on doing this. I'm sorry it took me so long. I just haven't had any real motivation, and I was still kind of sort of recycling myself to the sense of just coming back from the trip at Atlantic City. So, I have since added my Facebook and my Instagram on here. I'm not particularly very active yet in terms with activity. It's mostly just a new platform for me to sort of build my network of social interaction and at least social identity. So I'm hoping that maybe it'll take off. it's good. It's just good to have that kind of concept that I can actually start building forward. So I'm happy to do this. I'm happy to be back doing this, and I hope I can do more in the future. So, but for the present moment, I'm going to take a bit of a break and probably come back and do a little bit of do-dallying on Division 2 since we got the new season, and I am due for helping some friends out in our gameplay. So thank you very much for checking out this stream and resuming this activity of a sort with Doom Eternal's continuing story coverage and live stream coverage. So feel free to like and comment on the video if it was right up your alley. Subscribe. I'll do my best to sort of answer your questions if you have any. And without further delay, this is Savage Squishy 86 with Doom Eternal. See you later.